And finally, let me end with Afghanistan. The president has decided to end America's involvement in our longest war. And we're going to do just that. And so far, less than 1 week in, the drawdown is going according to plan. At the same time, we are shifting to a new bilateral relationship with our Afghan security partners, where we'll work toward our common goals in some new and different ways. And I'm grateful for the effort that Generals McKenzie and Miller have put into planning for all of this. And of course, I am enormously proud of the men and women of the military who are now and who have for the past 20 years dedicated themselves to an important mission. That mission is now changing, but they are meeting the challenge with the same professionalism with which they have met every task assigned to them. And as I said in Brussels, standing side by side with our allies, we're going to do everything that we can to make this drawdown deliberate, orderly, and safe, and to protect our people and our partners. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to the chairman to offer some specifics on the drawdown. Joe Milley.
Thanks, Secretary. And I want to take first a moment to thank the men and women of the Joint Force, Active Duty, Reserve, National Guard, for their incredible work day in and day out in defense of our nation. I'd like to highlight that in addition to Afghanistan, we're engaged in training exercises, contingency operations, and humanitarian efforts throughout the world. And the Joint Force is committed to global stability and security, defense of the United States, and our service members stand ready at all times to protect our security. With respect to Afghanistan, our primary military objective at this point is a change of mission to conduct a safe, responsible, coordinated, and deliberate retrograde of U.S. forces from Afghanistan in good order. We will do this in a synchronized fashion, shoulder to shoulder with our allies and NATO partners, and we've been steadily reducing our presence for almost a decade, and we are now in the final phase of that strategic retrograde. As you know, we've been transferring steadily functions and responsibilities to the Afghan security forces for a considerable amount of time. The President of the United States has given us a window to be complete no later than September. I don't want to here put precise dates in public on our exact milestones because there are many variables that will factor in to the ultimate outcome. I'm confident, however, that our ability to meet the objective in the time frame that the President has directed. With respect to the Taliban, there continue to be sustained levels of violent attacks, primarily against the ANSF. There have been about 80 to 120 enemy-initiated attacks a day for the past year, and that has also been sustained since 1 May. There have been no attacks against U.S. and coalition forces since the retrograde began on about 1 May, and that is also consistent for the past year. The ANSF, the Afghan National Security Forces, and the government of Afghanistan at this time remain cohesive. And the President's intent, the President of the United States' intent, is to continue to support both the ANSF and the government of Afghanistan. To date, we have closed one base in Helmand. Approximately 60 C-17 equivalents have departed with various equipment and rolling stock, and over 1,300 pieces of equipment have been transferred either to the Defense Logistics Agency for destruction or to the ANSF for their use. To maximize force protection, we have bolstered our security with additional firepower. The SecDef has directed 6 additional B-52 long-range strike bombers and a package of 12 fighter bombers, F-18s, postured to offer contingency support. In addition to that, the SecDef has extended the Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group. We came in with our allies, and we will depart with our allies shoulder to shoulder. And together, we are all going to execute a fully coordinated, synchronized retrograde in good order. And thank you, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Hey guys, did you know we have a podcast called WJ Live?
The Western Journal's mission is to equip readers with the truth, and that's the same mission we have on WJ Live.
You'll hear from writers, editors, and special guests on the most important topics of the day.
You can catch us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific, right here at youtube.com/WJ Live.
While you're there, help us out by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. See you there.